if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has. And I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I've got some very big news to share with you guys. It's important news that you as a crypto investor must know. So be sure to watch the video to the end. Before we go further, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, Bitcoin is still hovering around that $23,000 mark, building higher highs and higher lows, right? New support levels. So as I stated in my video yesterday, we could see a correction. Maybe we drop back down to 20,000. That does not mean we're not going to keep going up, but nothing goes up in a straight line. And we are looking at a $100,000 Bitcoin value at the peak of the next parabolic run-up, which could happen in 2021. Now, is that a certainty? No, but I certainly believe we can see new all-time highs. I think we can agree upon that, right? What that number may be could be close to $100,000. Some people are saying more than $100,000. We saw the chief investment officer at Guggenheim Fund came out and said Bitcoin should be worth $400,000 right now. That's because of all the factors of money printing, stock to flow model, supply and demand economics, right? And the demand that we're seeing from the institutional investors. So it is undervalued right now. So if you're holding Bitcoin in your portfolio, we got ways to go as far as the price movement, right? But we're on track. And of course, the altcoins move with Bitcoin. We've seen that over and over. And I like to point you guys to the macro level charts, zoom out. Now, we've seen the millionaires and billionaires going on TV talking about Bitcoin. They're putting in their portfolio. Well, influencers are starting to talk more about Bitcoin. I have no idea who Hot Girl Meg is. So if you guys know who she is, maybe she's some sort of artist or something. Anyway, she tweeted the following. The hot girl coach is officially on Team Cash App. So she's partnered with Square's Cash App, Jack Dorsey, to celebrate and giving away $1 million in Bitcoin to as many hotties as I can. Guys, she tweeted this to 5 million people. Once again, I don't know or care who she is. The point is she's an influencer. And look at what she also said in addition to that tweet. Hotties, Bitcoin is a really smart investment and increases over time. Make sure you keep dropping y'all's Cash App name so I can make smart money moves. So awareness, brand visibility, and it's coming from influencers. So she has 5 million people following her. These people are going to be like, what? Bitcoin? Oh, maybe I should invest in that, right? This is how the asset class is going to grow. On one hand, you have the institutional investors buying, you got the marketing coming from the crypto companies, and then you have influencers building awareness. Very bullish. Once again, I don't care about this person. I don't know who they are, but they are talking about crypto to millions of people, right? That's the takeaway, guys. Very big. And speaking of awareness, my goodness, the World Economic Forum put out another guide on cryptocurrencies. We all know about the industrial or fourth revolution, right? That document they put out earlier this year where it talks about Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, CBDCs. Well, you know, the World Economic Forum is made up of government officials from around the world. This is big, right? They all go and meet in Davos every year to talk about finances and all that, right? Well, the fact that they're putting out this type of literature, it's going to build awareness, knowledge, not just for the average Joe and Jill, but for government officials. So here's the higher level naming convention of the document. Global Future Council of Cryptocurrencies. Here's the actual title of the document. Crypto, what is it good for? An overview of cryptocurrency use cases, December 2020. Wow, guys. I mean, the fact that this is coming from the World Economic Forum is very bullish. And of course, they talk about Bitcoin, crypto as a whole. They talk about Ethereum, Ripple, and XRP, and Tezos. So This is bullish as hell. When you have the World Economic Forum providing knowledge and educating the masses and government officials around the world about this, guys, we are so early. We are so lucky. Big things are ahead. Now, a follow-up to yesterday's news, Coinbase picks Goldman Sachs to lead upcoming IPO. So yesterday we talked about Coinbase going to be doing an IPO in 2021. They filed their respective forms with the SEC, and they got Goldman Sachs doing it for them. This is going to be very big for the crypto market. More visibility, awareness, and I am actually thinking of investing in Coinbase once they IPO. I know they suck. I know they have had their problems, but guys, I'm looking at it from a money standpoint, where they're going to have first mover advantage for all the crypto companies, because they have a very large brand, they're well known, and the market, the timing of this, because the market is on the rise. A lot of money is going to be raised here, guys. A lot of money. So huge potential. It's like getting into one of those companies in early .com stages, right? That's facilitating the growth of the industry. And Coinbase within the United States has the branding, guys. They're the largest in the United States, right? Binance is the largest globally, but Coinbase is the largest in the United States. Not financial advice. That's just what I'm thinking. Once again, I'm doing my research. I'm looking at market cycles, trends, and the timing of all this, right? And the fact that Goldman Sachs is getting involved, so they're going to raise a lot of money. Very, very bullish outlook. Now, on the note of stocks and values of companies, Mizuho analyst continues to grade PayPal giving it a high mark, right? Saying Bitcoin will make PayPal center of people's financial lives. Wow. Guys, we've talked about this topic. Companies who are offering crypto services and even putting crypto on their books, like MicroStrategy, are seeing their stocks, are seeing their company value rise. And I said it before, it's going to cause a trickle-down effect or a snowball effect. More companies are going to try to do this, because who doesn't want their company's value to rise, their stock value, right? That's so important in the traditional financial world, and they're going to bring in more crypto into their business where possible. So more payment companies, more credit card companies are going to be getting involved. This is very bullish. I'm not going to go too much into the details because we've talked about it already on the channel, but they're saying it's a game changer for PayPal. And these analysts and grading companies, if you want to say that, are upgrading PayPal stock as a company. And we're going to see more and more of this. That's what I'm saying, guys. When all these things started happening, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more companies and folks who are going to be jumping in. Now, something that was tweeted by Bitcoin bull Jack Dorsey is that Nigeria is number 2 in the Bitcoin market on this fast-growing global marketplace. I've talked about it for a long time. Crypto is global. That's what's going to make it the biggest and largest and greatest asset class ever. Because all you need is an internet connection. You just have a smartphone. You can buy Bitcoin or XRP or Ethereum. There's no gatekeepers. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You have internet connection anywhere in the world, guys. You can participate. And there's a lot of unbanked folks in different countries in Africa, and crypto brings just a way for them to become banked and have access to financial services and move money easier. And while a lot of these folks may not have a lot of technology or quality services in certain places, many of them have smartphones, right? So they have access to the internet. So this is going to be big. And you may say, hey, I live in the UK, I live in Australia, I live in USA. Who cares what happens in Nigeria? Global asset class. Keyword is global. These are the things that are going to drive this token economy, digital economy to the next level. And we will see record-breaking prices. You're going to see money from all countries and continents coming into this asset class, guys. It's very bullish. Japan's SBI Securitize bringing security tokens to crypto wallet for institutions. I've talked about it ad nauseum on this channel. In fact, I've interviewed the co-founder of Securitize, and you guys may have seen, I interviewed him multiple times actually. They are tokenizing securities on blockchains. They're doing it on Ethereum, Tezos, and so on and so forth. They're going to tokenize real estate. They're going to tokenize stocks. All of that is going to be under the umbrella of the crypto market. That's why I'm saying it's the largest, greatest asset class ever. Crypto, digital assets, security tokens, right? Tokenize cars, tokenize art, tokenize real estate. All of that stuff is coming, and it's going to be under the umbrella of crypto. So SBI is doing big things. They are invested in Ripple. I've interviewed the CEO of SBI Ripple Asia. If you haven't seen that interview, check it out. I'll also link to the Securitize co-founder interview in there. They are doing big things, guys. SBI, it's a financial conglomerate, a huge group, lots of money. Their CEO and president, Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, bullish on XRP. They've been giving their stakeholders or stockholders XRP as part of their dividends payout, guys. It's crazy, right? But this is a sign of things to come. These institutions are not only going to be holding crypto, but digital assets and tokenized securities. Very big news. Now, guys, some news I want to share with you. It's a bit of the back and forth here in the United States on crypto regulation. Well, U.S. Treasury said to weigh new crypto transaction reporting rule aimed at self-hosted wallets. We've heard about Mnuchin trying to do this. We saw Brian Armstrong of Coinbase tweet about it. And then we saw Brian Brooks go on TV and say, hey, we're not banning Bitcoin. We're going to have positive crypto regulations. So look, the regulations are coming. Brian Brooks said 6 to 8 weeks. And it looks like the U.S. government is gearing up for regulations and getting the people on board, because the U.S. Treasury is also bulking up on crypto policy advisors as the wallet regulation room swirls. So they're looking to hire. They're looking to put out the regulations. What we of course want is not to kill the market, and I don't think they're going to do that. All the big players are here. So I want to play a few clips of Brian Brooks. He went on TV this morning and stated things like, people may not realize this, but there is a leadership in Congress who's urging the incoming Biden administration to roll back some of these protections in the name of politics, not in the name of investors. Talking about what Brian Brooks did for stable coins and banks can custody cryptos. Let me play it for you here.
How exactly then do you make it safer for not just the investors, but the people who are trying to traffic or use Bitcoin to make transactions? I wonder whether or not the stuff that you're seeing right now with price action makes it that you have to put more of the kind of compliance impetus on the companies or more of the regulatory policing on the government.
Well, there's a role for both, I think, right? So there are bad actors in this space, as there are in other spaces. And the role of the government is to make sure that markets are well regulated and well organized so that people who are transacting know that they're transacting with good people and not bad people. Part of that means that, as in any financial market, there has to be tracing and no anonymity. But part of it also is that if you hold crypto or if you're in any other space like this, you need to know that you're not going to lose it. So that's why it's important to people that they be able to custody their assets in a bank, for example, the same as you might custody your stock certificates or any other assets that you own. And again, this is a real political debate right now. People may not realize this, but there's leadership in Congress who's urging the incoming Biden administration to roll back some of those protections, I think in the name of politics, not in the name of protecting investors.
So that's one part of it. Let me play the other part here. And
is trying to make it safer for people to custody in national banks. We've talked about banks supporting some of these stablecoin projects. If those protections aren't in place, I really worry about the environment for these kinds of things. So that's what I'm most focused on, is how do we preserve the safety for people who participate in that market.
So joining us now is Brian Brooks, acting comptroller of the current.
It looks like Squawkbox posted the same clip 2 times. But anyway, the long story short, it looks like there's some people who are trying to push back on some of this, but I don't think it's going to happen. Reason being, the big money's here, your Fidelities, all these billionaires. So if they do anything that's going to hurt those guys' investments, right? This is a bit of classism, ruling class type thing. I think money speaks in the U.S. politics here, and I don't think anything's going to get rolled back. I think we're going to see some regulations, and Brian is crypto comptroller. He's doing his thing and fighting the good fight there. But let's see what happens. I'm hoping we get some solid regulations that's going to give the right clarity that we need. It's not going to hurt the market in any way. But I've said it before, in order for this market to grow, we need the regulations. A lot of these big players are getting in. That's why Brian Brooks gave the banks the green light to custody crypto. So guys, lots we've covered today, but all bullish news. And I'm very excited for the future of this market. I see all the puzzle pieces coming together. Everything's playing out. As always, you have to be patient, have perspective. And I'm very, very excited for the future of this market, guys. So leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you guys later.